Hi, this is Mitchell Model Paul. We're back with a final review of the Kommandeuwagen, the German Steye Type 15000A or 1500A. It's the A version, so it's the command version. Now, I've actually not put any weathering on it. I thought myself this one's just picking up the general earlier when it was basically cleaned and in spick and span condition, which it won't be later. I actually have two kits of this vehicle, and I actually used the plastic once again. I removed the ones on the rods, didn't look good, thinned out the plates, which was easy enough to do, and then got them in and got the decals on. At first I didn't think the decals were going to stick because the decal sheet was quite old, but I left them in water long enough and it worked. Now the other thing is one of the number plates ripped up, so I haven't used the number plates that was meant to be on the vehicle, this cut with the camouflage, but I've used another set, so, but who knows, and I might have changed the over vehicles at some point. Now I've got the roof down now because I painted it to actually do this, so you could actually see the insides of the vehicle, and I'll go around this way so you can see into the steering wheel. The decals, if you look closely, if I shine a light in here, you can actually see the dials, but it would be a shame if you lit it up, you'd see the backlight. It'd be really brilliant, but that's what happens basically. I couldn't do that. I also they can see the number plate there if I just move it like that. That's it. That's the number plate. I actually was going to do that, and I thought no, there's no point. It's a bit muck about trying to get it in there. It wouldn't be so bad if I could lifted the bonnet up, just left this loose at the front, and then kept putting changing a little battery over in every now and then. Might have worked. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So we've got that. I think it looks quite nice. These are the actual fin screws. Now I had to cut these off because of the handles. These handles go through the door. It stopped me fitting them, so I had to cut them and to get them into place. So not so clever really when you think about that, but at least I know next time I'll just put the handles, I make the handles up and make them so they fit on the outside of the door, so you can actually put these in. Now I was going to cut them down further so you can have them open down, but I didn't bother. So it's looking quite nice. I'm going to put a bit of flat coat on the headlamps covers to be like this, so it's like this, and I'm going to paint, I'm going to paint a matte again like this. Can you see that now? The hood. There's the hood anyway, you'll see that in a minute. Hello, I've got to put a bit of red on that. I must have knocked that accidentally. So we'll put a bit of the leather on. It's easy enough to do, so that'll be done. Right, so if I take this back cover off and put this one on, this is why I didn't see it, I suppose, because I had this on originally. There you go. Now we've got it completely covered in. The windscreens are clean because obviously they've cleaned them up, and but it would get dusty later. Greg just do a bit of light dust around the wheels, and I might do that at some point, but I quite like it clean because it is a General's vehicle, and I reckon the driver would have the old General wouldn't been too busy, happy in the city area where there's no mud and dust everywhere. It would have been quite clean, I'm presuming. That's what I'm going with that for this. And I did put some black in, Tamiya black panel line around the wheels to give them a bit of shade, and in various places, and that suited it quite well. The bonnet doesn't, the spare tyre is here because the bonnet, the boot doesn't open up. It come off twice, and I thought myself it's a waste of time. So next one I could always build open with that open, up and open to see what's inside. So yeah, quite happy with that. I'll just go down a bit lower in a minute, and so you can actually see a bit more. There you go. I have done the windscreen wipers with black. So that's okay. Right, we're going to switch off now, and I'll come back in a couple of seconds. Right, we're back, and now you're seeing the side view. I think you might be able to see a bit of the actual shadow of under wheel nuts and everything. That's okay. I'll come around slowly. I've got to do it by hand because the battery just goes too fast and makes a lot of noise as well. And there you go. Bit of shadowing there. The P bit, when you look at this, I don't know if you can see the eagle bit on there, but it is actually on there, and when I go down low and look straight at it I can see it, but I think the decal's a bit worn, but it does actually show up at certain angles and I can't see it, but I might see it on the computer. But as you can see, This comes round nicely. And I've just seen something I forgot. And if you look at here, I've got to put the little green segments in there with crystal clear. So I will do that. I won't come back and video that because there's just a bit of green clear in there to give you the actual daylights. I think they're for night time for trap. You can actually see 4 lights. I think if you're too close and it goes down to 2, or the other way around, one of the 2. So it's night driving lights. But the green element would have shown a little bit of that, because they flip it down and you've got red as well. So, but anyway, but can you see I've done the shadowing inside the actual fuel tankers as well. The windows don't quite go up into that, and that's could be more me than anything. But the next one, I'm going to cut them down so they're actually down further, so that it won't matter. There you go. So if I leave it like that, now I'm going to put it like that. There you go then. So that's it. That's the end of this final reveal of the old Kommandeuwagen, the Type 15,000A. The 15,000 on its own is the one with a straight square back at the rear, and I've got a kit of that, and that's quite an interesting one as well. But it has got the same front on. That's the main thing. So this vehicle was used for this. But I'd really like the look of this one, and I think it's a lovely kit. And you could actually build one of these and paint it any colour you like after the war, and say, well, they're running around with it as a family car. But I don't suppose so anyway. But there you go. Thank you very much for watching. I didn't make this. Oh yeah, I didn't make this one a water one. I could have done, and I can still do that and just put a bit of water white. But I think 2 fuel tanks is for because I don't think the gen's going to run out of water. I don't think. Right. Thank you very much for watching this. Now I'm going to be going back on my Jagdtiger, and which you can see a part of it. The colours calls out on the back of the back picture there. That's just there. So really looking forward to that. There you go. Right. Thank you very much, and I'll catch you in the next one. Happy modelling, and stay safe out there. This world's getting a bit crazy. Catch you on the next one. Oh, I've got to say, yeah, Greg started his Jagdpanther as well, so we're both doing the Jagdpanther, and as you know, so it's a late version for me. And I've done a bit of videoing already with fitting a bit, and I've also showed the extra bits and pieces from a company called AFE Club, and their resin 3D pieces are really good, and I've got a few pieces to add to this anyway. Right then, see you later on. Happy modelling, and I'll say it again, stay safe. It's not too safe out there at the moment. Happy modelling.